The backflip is the first skill I learned on this channel, and the first time I tried, I landed on my face. But after a while I tried again, and I got it. A few weeks later, I learned the front flip. And now it's time to learn the side flip. The problem is that flips are scary. And before actually trying to do something, it took me a while to find the right motivation. And then I decided to literally throw myself into it. But the reality is that I was scared, and I couldn't commit to the jump. So I was simply, constantly crushing my body against the ground. And I tried for a while, but I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. So I decided to get the theory down first. We start by running at about 50% speed. Intuitively, I thought that at the end of the run, I had to turn 90 degrees and punch with both feet. But a better technique consists instead in keeping the front foot pointing towards the front at a 45-degree angle, ending the run with a double step instead of a punch. The arm movement is also really important. You should throw your leading arm up and then around, following the rotation. And then, while you are in the air, you should tuck as much as possible. And from what I saw, to do that, you can either grab your knees or your hamstrings. And the more you tuck, the faster you spin. The theory was clear, but I was still extremely scared. So I decided to start slowly, and then I tried to push myself a bit further. But the idea of breaking my bones was crushing my courage, preventing me from jumping higher. And even like that, the ground wasn't being gentle with my body.
This thing is hard.
So I went home, I created a DIY gym mattress, and I started literally throwing myself on it. Even if I wasn't landing it and my technique was bad to watch, I was building up confidence just by doing something. And then, this happened. I heard a pre-existing wound I got myself in a previous video. But still, this is progress. This is great. When you learn something, starting is always the hardest part, but it gets way easier to start and get better if you combine theory and practice. And this video is proudly sponsored by Skillshare because it is one of the best places to start learning new skills or get better at something you're passionate about. Skillshare is a learning community with thousands and thousands of classes on topics including filmmaking, editing, photography, productivity, but also much more such as business and lifestyle. I've been a premium member for years. There I improved my filmmaking and editing skills, and I'm currently watching this class about designing and creating your own clothing, which is beautiful by the way. Learning makes you feel better, and it really gives you something. So I really suggest you to use a bit of your time to find your passion, and if you already have one, use your time to get better at it. And Skillshare is the perfect place to do that. The first 1000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get 2 months of premium membership absolutely for free. Give it a try, I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Back to the side flip. I kept practicing for about 20 minutes, but I really couldn't get decent results. So the next day, I started trying again. I realized that I was completely missing the blocking technique, which helps transforming the speed of the run into height of the jump. Also, my timing was completely off, and I was scared to fully commit while I was in the air. So in the afternoon, I went back to the mattress, and I started to get something similar to a side flip.
Yes! Let's go!
I was turning my head for some reason, and I wasn't tucking enough, but still, I was making progress.
Let's go! Let's go!
The first few attempts of the third day were still pretty painful, but by practicing a lot, I was also slowly figuring out the right technique. And after 10 minutes of frustration where I couldn't even jump, I gave everything to jump higher and tucking more to rotate faster. There was still a lot to improve, but I started to get the first results. I wanna keep trying until I get really comfortable with the movement. So when I try without a mattress, I won't kill myself. And so I did, and I was getting there. I just needed to jump higher and more vertical and tuck better. The fourth day, I wanted to get it. So I started practicing on the sand, but for some reason, I was still extremely scared. I already know that the idea of pain that I have in my head is worse than the pain itself. I just need to realize that. So I started throwing myself, but tucking in my head was really not an option. I went home and I started trying again to get more confidence. And I was really almost there, but I had to find a way to jump higher. I tried blocking with a double step, and this method allowed me to spin much faster. But also something strange happened to my knee. I removed the mattress and I tried to ignore the problem, but the pain was getting intense. I was getting closer and I kept improving.
Yes!
But at the same time, I'm seriously hurting my knee. And that was blocking me, so I couldn't commit to the jump, and I ended up hurting myself even more. So I put the mattress once again. I kept trying my best, but at this point I was really hurting myself. My heart keeps telling me that I should keep trying, my brain keeps telling me that our safety comes first. I gave literally everything into this video. If you know me, you know that It's not fake, I'm not scared of the pain. But this time it really hurts. I would say that it's 50-50. 50 victory for the progress, because I was almost there. 50 defeat because I couldn't land it without a mattress. But for sure, it wasn't for lack of trying. I'll see you next week with a new skill.